Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I want to say firstly, Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you all had a great Christmas for those that celebrate and looking forward to the new year already. So yeah, sorry I've been away for a little while. I thought I'd take a little bit of a break. You know how it gets over the Christmas period, does get a little bit busy, but I'm back with another race. Now, got a little bit of background information here. So I've been spending quite a bit of time, actually over the last 10 days, doing some quite intensive training, not doing any Zwift racing at all, but doing a lot of zone 2. I've also been doing a lot of threshold work and a couple of VO2 max sessions, which I wanted to see whether or not that had actually helped gain a little bit of fitness before the Flamme Rouge Racing Tour Watopia, which is my next kind of big event, which is coming up in January. So I thought it would be a good idea to sort of test the legs with this one. It's a nice easy route, pretty flat to be honest with you, about 16 miles long. And yeah, a good little one to see where my fitness is at before the tour. So as you can see here, we get off to a relatively calm start, no dramas so far, going up and around the volcano. And here we're kind of coming up to the first little, I would say, significant part of the course, which is through the Italian villas. And you've got this little bit of a kind of snaky incline here. So once again, my main aim at this point was just to kind of test the legs out, see where I was heart rate wise, just to stay with the front group. As you can see, like a couple have gone off the front there, but I'm actually not too worried about that at the moment. Just kind of sitting with the main bunch, or just at the front of this kind of front pack here. So not too worried about the two that have gone off the front. But what I don't want to do here, you kind of see I sit up here a little bit, is I don't really want to be bridging back these two myself. You know, I want to be working as smart as possible and just let others kind of do the work for me. And then if I am going to attack, I can, you know, I've still got enough energy for that. So I knew there was a bit of a decline here, not much, kind of 1-2%, but I'm just sitting in the pack, getting myself kind of rested up, ready for the next little part. Now, it's kind of fair to say that I didn't really have any sort of main tactics on this one. I didn't have any teammates in this race. I just really wanted to, I don't know, I guess do my best and see where the legs were at. And at this stage, heart rate's pretty low. I've managed to save a little bit of energy. And as you can see, we're spreading out a bit again. So someone has made a kind of breakaway attempt or to catch those two. So all I'm going to do is just sit behind everyone else who's making the effort to get across and just work my way back to them. So I put in a little bit of a dig there, and the momentum kind of takes me across to the front two. You've got C Evans and Whitesley there. So yeah, not too bad at the moment. We come back together, and I think this is going to be the main group for the remainder of the race. Now, as I said before, I hadn't really got any tactics at all, and I know coming up is a little bit of a kind of incline. It's not very far at all. It's almost like maybe a 5-10 second effort, almost like a little rise. So what I've been trying to do as well is have a little bit of an opportunity to get out of the saddle as well, because I've been sat down for 17 minutes now. So at this particular point, I'm now thinking in a second, just when it gets the steepest, I'm going to stand up, just put a few watts down and just see who comes with me. So there we go. I've stood up on the bike, and yeah, at exactly the same time, C Evans also does the same. So he was the one that was in the breakaway initially. So I'm thinking, okay, let's see if we can do anything at the moment. Let's see if we can get a little gap. I mean, it's way too early to even think about a breakaway attempt. You know, we're not even at the 1 lap marker. So because I've been doing a little bit of training, what I thought I could do now is just keep the power down for as long as possible. It kind of reminded me of my VO2 max sessions that I've been doing, where I've just been keeping the power down for 2.5 minutes, then having a rest of about 2.5 minutes, and then going again for 2.5 minutes. So I thought I'd do exactly the same here. So I'm kind of 330 watts, and you can see that we're getting a little bit of a gap. It's only 2 seconds, but I kind of feel like C Evans is going to work with me here, because he's staying very close to me. You know, we've got 4-second gap, and I'm coming to the end of kind of my little I don't know, my little VO2 session within the race here. So I let C Evans go ahead of me, and I'm just going to hold on to his wheel. And we're kind of getting a bit of time away here from the group, like 7 seconds now. We've got 8 seconds. And it's kind of, I'm looking at the rest of the pack, and they don't really seem to be making an effort to bridge across or anything like that. And before you know it, we've got like 13 seconds now, and we are working very, very well together. So, you know, C Evans will take a turn, then I'll take a turn, and you can see by the graph down the bottom that I am putting in some serious effort here. You know, it's either VO2 or a threshold effort. And we're kind of swapping around quite a lot. You know, I get a couple of flicks of the elbow, which I actually loved. And this is the part of Zwift racing, and this is why I really like the new dynamics, because you can do this sort of thing, whereas before it was going to be very difficult. Now, as we're coming up to the incline, you can see one of the other Zwifters has put, "Come on, boys." Obviously didn't want us to get any further away. So that gave me a little bit of encouragement at this point. I'm kind of thinking, right, well, maybe we're going to have some sort of an effort from everyone behind to get back on. So we need to keep pushing as hard as we can. Now, trust me, my legs were hurting. I was feeling very, very fatigued at this point. But also 29 minutes in, I'm pretty happy with the race so far. A lot of the time I was thinking, just stop pedaling, fall back in the group and see what your sprint's like. But you know, when you've got a 22-second gap and you've been working hard the whole time, you know, it does gave me that extra kind of encouragement to keep pushing along. Now you can see someone's getting a bit salty here. 2 Bs, 8 Cs, we can get them. Now I'm not a B rider, and I don't think the person with me is also a B rider. But what we have been doing is we've been putting a lot of effort into getting away as far as we possibly can. But I have to admit, like, that comment gave me a load of encouragement to keep going as well and to push on. So, you know, I don't mind people getting a bit salty. Maybe it was a bit of a joke. I don't mind. Like, it was a bit of harmless banter. I get that. But it was really good encouragement for us to keep going, really. So we've still got about a 25-second advantage here, coming through with just over a mile to go. We're still taking turns, but, you know, I'm going to start... Well, I was beginning to think at this point, okay, well, maybe we've got a pretty good advantage here and we can think about what we're going to do to maybe win this. So I'm still taking a pull here. There is a little bit of a kind of a comeback from behind. So they're only 13 seconds behind now. So they have pulled a little bit back, but I can see them on the map. I'm not too worried about them. So now I'm just thinking about, you know, how I can get on and try and win this race. Because C Evans he kind of felt very, very strong the whole race. So yeah, I've still got a power up, which is good. Managed to keep hold of that, which was excellent. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to pop this and try and come round him, and just give it my all in this sprint. And with 700 to go, I pop it, get on the pedals, putting down a few watts here, and I see he's just not making any attempt to challenge. So I sit down almost in disbelief that I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a little while, and that is win a race. And there you go. I won the race. Poor celebration. I almost can't believe it. There we go. And you know what? It's fair to say a good bit of training has really, really helped get the legs in pretty good shape, ready for the FRR. So I've just popped the old Zwift power results up here, as you can see. So my best 20 minutes for a little while, best 20 minutes power. Really happy with the win. Really looking forward to the Flamme Rouge Racing Tour in pretty much just over a week's time. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great new year, and I'll see you on the next one.